All right, what's up, guys? This is the trade recap for today, May 6th. Every day, first thing I do is I look at the hourly to identify what trend we're in because I like to trade with the trend. It's just higher probability. So, market open, I was right here. This is what I was looking at. So, we didn't have this data, we had everything before. And looking at this, we're in a very clear downtrend. So, I was really only looking for shorts. And yes, we do have a new week opening gap that I identified later in my trading session, and I did not take longs, which I should have, but I'll get to that later. Um, Scaling down to the 5 minute. Once we've identified we're in a downtrend and I only want shorts, we're now on the 5 minute. And let me just show you my drawings so we can see all this. All right. No, I accidentally got rid of my other position. Hold on. All right. So originally, this was my trade 35 pip stop. 2RR. This was the original trade. So coming into the day, we had these levels top, bottom marked out. And since I was bearish, I was looking for these shorts. We had, what is happening to all my drawings, man? I'm getting rid of them when I shouldn't be. This order block, and then we had this hourly, this hourly low right here. And me personally, I was gonna go full break even once we hit this hourly low, just because, or like not full break even, but like soft full break even. Just being mindful and conscientious, whatever the word is, that we could reverse off that once swept. And I was sitting here waiting for market to open, and pre-market we shat, super annoying. I was actually pretty mad at this. I can't lie, because I really wanted these shorts. It just looked so good, like we had really good levels and whatnot. And if this trade happened in market, I would have taken it full break even at this liquidity right here. And honestly, I'm glad I didn't take this. Not necessarily glad that this didn't present itself, but I would have been raging so hard because I pretty much got 2 tick on my TP, and then it would have been a break even trade, which isn't bad at all. But that would have just made me rage so much. So I had to reevaluate before market open. Market open was this big BWC white mega Narnia candle, and we reacted off this right here. So I go back in previous data and I just see this level, this wicking out and not nonsense, boom, 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 all these nice touches and reactions. So that becomes my new bottom level. Again, I'm still looking for shorts because it's still in my bias. It's still in my bias. And so what happens, market opens, we rip through this fair value gap, breaking it, creating a BPR, and we rip through the BPR. And at this point, it was short time. Once I saw this candle starting to come down and it was about right here, I was like, all right, it's lock in time. Let me look for my shorts. Got my clean break and entered. Entry should have been, I wasn't really paying it. It's not that I wasn't paying attention. I just wasn't looking at my countdown to bar close. Entry should have been on the candle close of this 5 minute candle, but my entry was just a little bit lower. Not too big of a deal. And I did end up de-risking on this trade just because of this right here, this triple fair value gap, and this new opening gap up here, which I'm glad I de-risked. And once we hit 50% profit, which was 1-to-1, I moved my stop to my level, which is this green line right here. And then once we hit 40% profit, or 70% profit, which is a 1.4, I go full break even, which technically we like half ticked my 70%, but it's the same shit. And I was looking at this hourly order block right here that we came into. And at this point, I was full break even, hard break even, just because of all the circumstances. New week opening gap that had to get filled. Order block, BPR that had to get filled. Like just all, it just wasn't a great high confluence trade. So I was just very conscientious about it. conscience, however you say it, and came down full break even. Glad I was break even. And if I were to take re-entries on this, like take the reversal, this would have been my trade right here, which was just based off the invalidation of this fair value gap getting destroyed. But now that I'm looking at this, honestly, I don't know if I would enter this just because of like this BPR and whatnot. Here, let's go on the 1 minute. Let's see what candle is this. 9. Oh, I know. Yeah, wait. 905 candle. So yeah, so we closed right here. This was the invalidation of our fair value gap. I definitely would have liked to see like a retracement into like this 1 minute fair value gap or some sort of confluence, whether that's equilibrium. Honestly, no though, because look, we come down into this BPR right here in this 1 minute order block actually. Pretty high confluence area. We get a tap, we get a rejection, then we get a 1 minute break of structure. This is definitely entries for reversals. And as you can see, stops would have probably been right here. She plays out pretty well just because this new week opening gap has to get filled, like all these other gaps. Like this gap right here gets filled, this gap right here gets filled. You can't have a gap on the chart. And now that I'm looking at this, I most definitely should have taken reversals, but it was after the macro at that point. Wait, no, it wasn't. It was actually still in the macro. Damn. Well, what are you gonna do? All you can do is reflect. But not mad about my shorts at all. I think I played it really well. Most definitely should have taken the reversal, definitely, just because of liquidity and how my shorts played out. And yeah, that's trade recap for today.